Hello and welcome back to the Soccer Brothers Podcast. This is episode number 26. I'm your host, Sahil, and as always, I'm joined by my brother, Nihal. How you doing, Nihal?
I'm doing okay. It's a little bit difficult to focus on soccer right now with all the events that occurred last night, especially in France. That's what we've heard about the most. It's a difficult time. But I think it's a time where soccer can bring people and can bring a country together. France will still play on Tuesday against England, which is good to see. You can't really give in to terrorism, otherwise they win. And then one of the best things I saw last night was the French fans evacuating the stadium singing La Marseillaise, or the French national anthem, which was really cool to see. And obviously you could hear an explosion during the France-Germany match. It's a difficult time, and it's hard to focus on soccer. But the sport continues, as Ian Dark says. It's a little surreal, but it does continue.
Yeah. Our thoughts will be, with all those people who passed away or know people who passed away, and just with the country in general. I mean, I'm sure everyone's distraught, so... Yeah.
It was a scary situation. Yeah. And, honestly, there were more people in Paris that I knew than I realized. Of course I'm glad they're all safe. But it's just a terrible, terrible situation. All right. Yeah. So, we have to move forward. The U.S. obviously played a match last night, World Cup qualifier. But before we get into that, you guys should go check out ambitiousstrike.com. That's AMBITIOUSSTRYK.com. They have some great clothing, some great shirts. They also have women's tank tops. And if you want 15% off on your entire purchase, make sure to use the promo code BROTHERS at checkout. It's a really great company, and we're glad we're partnered with them.
All right, so before we actually talk about the game, we have a little piece of news in terms of MLS. Montreal Impact, who were recently eliminated from MLS playoffs, hired Mauro Biello as their full-time head coach before he was just an interim head coach. What do you think about this move for the Impact?
I think it's a great move. He did very well with the Impact. He got him past Toronto FC twice, one to secure home field in the play-in match, or in the wild card match, and then one I guess it's not really a play-in match. It was a wild card match. Of course, he won against Columbus at home. He's been lauded for his tactical ability. I'm excited to see what this team can do. Especially, people forget that Justin Mapp was injured this year. He was a big part of their team, and once he comes back, he's going to be great for them. And also Cameron Porter, the rookie, who was lighting it up at the beginning of the year, also got injured against New England, injured his knee, so he will be back next season. So hopefully they'll have all their players that they had this season that were a big part of their team, and they'll have those two big pieces back. So it's exciting times in Montreal.
Yeah, definitely. All right, why don't we move to the U.S. First World Cup qualifier game in Missouri. They beat Saint Vincent the Grenadines 6-1. Olex Anderson opened up the scoring for Saint Vincent the Grenadines in the 5th minute. Bobby Wood tied in the 11th minute. Bobby and Johnson had it on the 29th minute. Josie Altidore scored his first of two in the 31st. Jeff Cameron scored off a header in the 51st. Zardes in the 58th. And then Altidore completed his brace with the 74th.
Yeah, you went through the scoring. It was interesting. 5 different scorers for the U.S. National team, which is cool to see. I don't think there's too much you can take away from this match, to be honest. St. Vincent, they're part-time players. Obviously, they did well to get to this point, but you really can't take away a whole lot. That being said, I think one of the bright spots the whole match was a bright spot, I guess. But one of the best player in the match was Fabian Johnson, playing in that advanced role in midfield, and I think that's definitely his best position. And I don't know if Tim Ream's your left back going forward, but we definitely need to nail down that position. And once we do, we can play Fabian Johnson in midfield, and hopefully I mean that'll give us a lot of width. It'll give us some more creativity in the midfield going forward, because he can create a lot. He really does create his own chances and chances for other people more than any other player really on the national team. And one thing that sticks out in my mind, not from last night, but from when we were playing Bosnia and Herzegovina. Do you remember that run he made into midfield and then laid it off to Bradley, and then Bradley to Josie, and Josie scored? I mean, and you see those runs a lot from Fabian Johnson when he's playing in midfield. He doesn't have to worry necessarily about his defensive responsibility as much. He can still track back and help out whoever's playing left back. But he's by far, I think, our best player right now, and also he really should be in midfield. Another thing was DeAndre Yedlin at right back. Shaky start. Obviously got beaten by Seattle Sounders 2-player Alex Anderson, who probably will be promoted to the full team pretty soon. But it was a rough start for him, but I'm glad to see him starting at right back, because he really, as Taylor Twellman put it, he really doesn't understand the nuances of midfield. He doesn't create. He's better when the game is in front of him, when he can overlap, as I've been saying. I think right back is his best position. That's where he's playing for Sunderland, and it was nice to see him succeed there.
He bounced back right after that. He assisted Bobby Wood's goal, and he loved
that was a great goal. I think that was the best goal of the match. So that was a great cross to Bobby Wood.
Well, actually, Josie's last goal, I mean...
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, it was nice, a deflection, but it was really, a really nice turn there. And that was the other thing I was going to get to was Josie. Obviously scoring a brace, so getting to that 30-goal mark in 88 caps. Landon Donovan got there in 87. So to put that into perspective, although Josie is a striker and Landon Donovan wasn't always a striker, so... I'm not saying that Josie is anywhere near as good as Landon Donovan, but it was a great night for him, and he was able to score 2 goals. His hold-up play was good. He was connecting well. Obviously, he's Josie Altidore, so he has errant passes. He dives, which ended up resulting in a goal, the free kick goal by Fabian Johnson. But like I said, there's not too much to take away. We completed 92% of our passes. We had 83% possession. I think 83% of our passes took place in the final third. Yeah, 83%, 86% in the attacking half. 916 passes to 188 to Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. 26 crosses to 2. They only had 18 passes in our final third. So... It is what it is. You play who's ahead of you. Hopefully it'll give some players some confidence. And the other thing is hopefully Jermaine Jones is okay. I think that's one of the worrying things. He pulled up a little bit on his hamstring, went off the field, and then came back on, and it was just really standing in the back line, not really doing anything. So hopefully he's okay. If not, it'll be interesting to see what kind of tactics Klinsmann deploys, whether he just brings in Beckerman to sit next to Bradley, or he brings in Beckerman and then goes to a 3-man midfield with Bradley and Nagbe in there, and then maybe Josie with 2 wingers. Because Trinidad is not a tough match, or is not an easy match, excuse me, and I would not be surprised if we lost that. I mean, it was a good result.
Yeah. So before we move on from Yedlin, it just seems like, defending, just in general, defending has been always one of his weak points. And you're right, that he does look better when he's attacking as a fullback. So do you think with him at fullback, we'll kind of always have to deal with his defensive lapses?
Well, look, that's obviously a concern right now. But that's something he can develop, his one-on-one defending. He's playing right now for a team in the midst of a relegation battle, so he's going to be defending a lot this year. And I think having that experience, he'll slowly start to get better. And I think playing right back for the U.S. Is a must, because he'll get more experience there, and also he'll be able to maybe go forward a little bit more than he can at Sunderland. But yeah, his positioning tends to be not that great. His one-on-one defending is also not that great, but he has a lot of talent going forward, and speed is something that we don't really have on the back line. So especially if Tim Ream's playing left back. Although Tim Ream I thought was excellent too. You should be excellent. It's really.
Yeah, I mean, I understood the substitutions that Jurgen made. He wanted to get Nagbe his first cap. He wanted to cap tie Miazga, which I'll talk about in a second. But I wanted to see Breck Shea in this game.
Left back?
Yeah.
I think that would have been interesting to see. I still think we could see it. The problem was Breck Shea didn't really play left back at the end of the year for Orlando when he came back from injury. We don't know how comfortable he is in that position. I think we need to definitely find another option, whether it be Greg Garza. He was so good in those friendlies. Hopefully he can get back to form. I don't know who are our other options even besides Fabian Johnson, obviously, who can slot in there. But yeah, I think you're hard pressed to find other options at left back. At the youth level, a lot of the players aren't really starters. So it's definitely, it has been a problem position. It has been the problem position for us. Timmy Chandler's there. He's an option. But aside from that, I don't really see any options. I think also another interesting thing that I'm just thinking about is if Jermaine Jones is hurt, if Klinsmann doesn't start Miazga and play Cameron in midfield. He obviously played very well in midfield against Panama in the last World Cup cycle. So I think that could be interesting, and maybe he's the answer at defensive mid going forward, and he can take over for Beckerman. And we're getting deeper and deeper at center back. We have Beasler, and of course Omar Gonzalez. We have Michael Orozco, and then we have younger guys like Miazga, John Brooks, Alvarado, exactly. So. The other interesting thing was Matt Beasler playing defensive mid for a little while. I mean, do you think maybe that's a thing that's going to happen? I'm not saying it should happen. Cameron's played there, so why the hell wouldn't you play him there? But Klinsmann is Klinsmann. Klinsmann does what Klinsmann does.
I can't blame him for experimentation when you're up by.
No, you can't. Yeah, I agree with that.
Why don't we move on to Darlington Nagbe's first appearance for the U.S. men's national team?
One more quick thing. I think we could see Matt Beasler at left back, too, at some point in the cycle. Or, a three-man back line. So, okay.
Yeah, that would be interesting, yeah. So I thought he looked a little bit shaky, and I know it's his first. It just seemed like he wasn't, taking on people. He was mostly, passing it back to Yedlin on his side or into the midfield, and I think you can be explosive versus teams like these, and I would like to see him bring that spark that you've been talking about for months before this cap actually happened. Okay, well, look, I thought he was okay. I think... he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, he was moving play forward. He did take on defenders a couple of times, but what he is best, he can take on players. He has that ability, but what he's best at is moving the ball quickly in midfield and finding pockets of space and being able to exploit the defense's weaknesses. And being able to move the ball forward from a central midfield position. Remember, he was playing outside midfield, and that's something he hasn't played in a while. And we've seen that he's been more effective in a more central role. That being said, you're right here. I mean, he didn't look great. I mean, it was Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, so I wish he took on a couple of players a little bit more. But it's his first match. There's obviously some nerves there. And I'm just excited to see what he can do going forward, to be honest, because it was good to get him into the fold. I thought he looked confident on the ball, and you can just tell that he has the best first touch on the team. Maybe he and Michael Bradley. The ball sticks to his foot. You think I saw a tweet by some analyst saying Zardes has worse first touch than some good high school players. I don't know about that, but maybe. I guess it's possible because his first touch really is terrible, It stops counterattacks. It stops opportunities. And
speaking of Zardes, and you just said like the contrast between his first touch and Nagbe's first touch. Something that I was going to get into is, do you think Zardes is going to see less playing time because Bobby Wood cementing himself into that number 9 role? We're going to get Aaron Johansson back from injury, and then we're seeing Nagbe come into the roster. So, do you think that Zardes' playing time is going to go down in the future?
It's possible, especially if Miguel Ibarra pans out and if Fabian Johnson plays in midfield more. I think Nagbe's a better player. Chelsea Zardes is not even the best outside midfielder on his club team. It's Sebastian Lechet. I think he's a good player. I think he can develop. Obviously, there are rumors, or there's not rumors, but Reading has sent in a $3 million offer for him, which is interesting. I think he can develop into a good player, but it's just so frustrating when Michael Bradley, who was also very good last night, or Jermaine Jones, or even Josie, are bringing him into the play, and he just ruins it with his first touch. And we saw it at the Gold Cup. We see it time and time again. He really doesn't create a whole lot, and he's not that great at stretching the defense and getting behind. He doesn't.
He made.
Go ahead.
He made a good run to score.
Yeah,
I just discounted the fact that he scored.
Yeah, but even then, his first touch was terrible. He almost took it away. He almost bottled his opportunity. So I think his playing time should go down as Nagbe gets more and more involved in the national team. But right now, I think Klinsmann likes Zardes. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts. Obviously, we have one more match until January camp, and then our next qualifiers are in March, so a lot can change in that time. So we'll see going forward.
Yeah. Wow, that's almost when MLS starts.
It is when MLS starts, yeah.
Yeah.
The other one was Miazga.
Miazga getting cap-tied, the center back for the Red Bulls, one of the most promising American defenders. Showed really well in the U20 World Cup.
Yeah, so. He sort of had he's had a meteoric rise too. He last year. Something that sticks out in my mind is when Thierry Henry absolutely destroyed him on the field and was yelling at him. And I can't remember, but I think Taylor Twellman touched on it last night and how he responded to that. How he's been probably in the top 3 MLS defenders this year. He's only 20 years old. Chelsea wanted him. Leicester City wanted him. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves this January. But he not only is he physical and strong and good in the air, but he's also quick. He reads the game very, very well. He communicates very well. And he really is a player to watch. And I think he along with John Brooks and Cameron Carter-Vickers, those are 3 really good young center backs, and they can. I think they can be something special together. Although Matt Beasler did look good last night too. He looked like he was back in form. But once again, it's against Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, so I don't know. But Miazga, he looked comfortable on the ball. He didn't look very nervous. That it was nice to see him. Obviously, it's good to get him cap-tied because Poland was knocking on his door. They were inquiring about his services and wanted him. It's the second time Jurgen Klinsmann has taken away a Pole from from Poland, the Polish national team. Podolski, who is Polish, got his first cap for Germany under Jurgen Klinsmann. So there's that. Thought that was interesting. But
one thing I wanted to mention, and this is just going back to the front line. Before you were mentioning we might see a Miazga transfer. I guess this is different because Bobby Wood plays in Europe, but he plays in the Bundesliga 2nd Division. So, do you want to see a transfer for Bobby Wood? Would it be the
no, I think he had a difficult club situation at 1860 Munich, but right now he's scoring goals, he's getting assists, he's playing well, and I think Union Berlin's a good fit for him right now. I think the best thing, at least in the very, very near future, is for him to get comfortable. And for him to continue to scoring goals and develop as a player. Union Berlin are in 14th place. They have no real shot at promotion right now. So it's just maybe next summer, if that's what you're talking about. Definitely not in January. But eventually, I'd like to see him move to the Bundesliga or first league. Yeah.
All right. Why don't we talk about the Trinidad and Tobago game? We briefly touched on it. Our next qualifier is going to be on November 17th, Tuesday, 6:30, I think, Eastern time. So let's talk about what you think about this next game. Do you like to see the same midfield? I mean, if Jones is healthy, would you still want him there with Bradley?
Yeah, I would like to see Darlington Agby start in central midfield, and maybe Josie and Fabian Johnson and Bobby Wood up top, or maybe Jordan Morris. I don't know, but I'd like to see some sort of variation. Maybe I'd love to see a 3-man midfield, it's going to be tough because Trinidad is they are a very attacking team. They were able to beat Guatemala. It was 2-1, granted, but it was still a good it's a good win for them on the road. So they are they're a very good team. Kenwin Jones is a great player for them. But going back to
this is still a game that you think that Klinsmann can go at the same approach in terms of possession.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see. Right? Yeah, I think anything less than that is not good. I think that's what we have to aim for. Yes, they are a very, very good team, at least in CONCACAF. But we're still a superior team. We should be able to get possession against them. We should be able to attack. I would like to see Klinsmann play the 3-man midfield with Darlington Agby because I think we might need his creativity. I think we will end up seeing a 4-4-2 again. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. Their defense is decent. So, yeah.
Do you think that, if we did play a 2-man midfield and Jermaine Jones wasn't healthy, that Klinsmann would choose Cameron ahead of Nagby?
Cameron ahead of Nagby? Oh, at defensive mid?
Yeah, in the midfield. I mean, there's other center midfielders, Michael Roscoe.
Wait, center defenders, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's possible. It depends if he wants to play Bradley in a more advanced role again. That's really the main thing. And if he does, then I guess Cameron and Beckerman make more sense. I feel like if you do that, though, you're going to concede a little bit of possession. I just think the big thing is I really want to see Darlington Agby get involved. It's difficult. He probably would play Cameron there. I think you're right about that. I think that's something he would do. The other thing is Tim Howard playing against Trinidad. I don't really understand this. Well, I guess I kind of do. They want to figure out who their number one keeper is, but I don't.
I mean, they probably should have played Tim Howard in this game.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Is Klinsmann saying that Tim Howard is the number one, or are they just going to rotate? It's a weird situation. I think Bill Hamid's better than both of them. So.
Yeah. Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, at least right now, based on form. And I think he really could make a jump to Europe. I think he should make a jump to Europe in January. And to be honest, as an Everton fan, I'd love to see him with Everton. I think he's better than Tim Howard for sure. But we'll see how Tim Howard does. He has been playing better a little bit recently for Everton.
If I were Klinsmann in this game, I would just start Guzan. That's just what I would do. I mean, even if Hamid is more talented.
Well, yeah, I don't think this is the match for Hamid to start.
Game, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. This is not the match to stick Hamid in there. So, yeah.
All right. What do you think the score is going to be in this game?
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw, to be honest. I hope we win. I think we can win, but that's what I think.
I'm going to go with 3-1 to the U.S.
Okay. Why do you say that?
I mean, I think if we're solid at the back, then we can score goals on them. I think the problem is just going to be able to handle their speed. But if we see Yedlin at fullback, he needs to show up, but I think he will. And then, hopefully Bobby and Johnson can get more back on defense to handle with the speed of some of their wingers. But I think overall we're definitely capable of scoring 3 goals, and we can win if we take advantage of our set pieces like we did in this game. I think we could do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's fair enough. I wouldn't be surprised if we win. I just think Trinidad is a hard place to play, first of all. Also, they did so well at the Gold Cup. So we'll see.
All right, why don't we talk about some other international games that have been going on? So first we'll stick with the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Canada beat Honduras 1-0 at home. Lehman scored.
Wait, did you say the Canada?
Yeah.
I mean, people say the Ukraine, so I don't know. It's a thing, maybe.
There might be a reason for the Ukraine thing if you can only pick out that example.
Well, people, because it's part of the old Soviet bloc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are we talking about this? Canada got a 1-0 win. It's a great win for them. A lot of people didn't think that they were going to make it out of this group and into the Hex, but they have a real shot now, I think. Obviously, it's a win at home, so you might expect them to do it, but the team looked very, very good. I would say it was a deserved win for them. Kyle Larin continues to blossom into a great striker. He scored the goal. Albeit a little bit lucky, it was Will Johnson's header that went off Kyle Larin's back, I want to say, that went in. But Junior Hoylett just adds a whole nother dimension to this team. They have no one near his quality, really, on the outside. Toussaint Ricketts is all right, but he's nowhere near what Canada did, or what Hoylett does. Will Johnson, back healthy, looks so good in that midfield. I can't wait to see what this team can do. I would be hesitant to be overly excited, but it's a big 3 points for them, a huge 3 points for them, especially against a team that beat them 8-1 to put them out of the Hex last time. I'm excited.
Do you think?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think Hoylett's in his prime right now, 25 years old?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering if you think we're going to see better.
Well, yeah, I think we could. I mean, I don't think he's done developing, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying that. I was saying it the other way around. Could he still? I mean, like at 27 years old, will he be doing even more impressive things on the international?
Maybe. I think once he gets more integrated into the team, he can. I mean, there's no reason he can't. He's a very, very talented player. I don't know how much he's playing for QPR, but it'll be interesting to see what happens to him. Also, another thing, it was great to see Canada playing in Vancouver. That was awesome. It's been a long time since I've seen that. They usually just play in Toronto. So that was cool. That was cool to see.
Yeah. All right. And so let's go to CONMEBOL, where I was trying to be like you pronounce it really well, but that was stupid since it's an acronym. Argentina tied Brazil at home 1-1. Argentina sits in 8th after the game, and Brazil sits in 4th. The top
I believe Argentina's in 9th,
actually. The 5th team goes to the Intercontinental
Right.
Playoff.
Yeah, 5th place team goes to the Intercontinental. I believe Argentina's in 9th, actually.
Oh, yeah.
They have 2 points after 3 games. And Ecuador are in 1st place, so good for them. To go down the list, Chile are in 2nd, Uruguay 3rd, Brazil 4th, Paraguay 5th, Colombia 6th, and then Bolivia 7th. I mean, really, there's only 7 points, or there's only 9 points between 1st and 10th. So it's still, there's all to play for. Ecuador could still collapse. Argentina, I think will qualify for the World Cup. It's obviously Lionel Messi's not there. They were able to score a good goal. Lavezzi was able to score a good goal. Gonzalo Higuain with a nice cross. That being said, they really do need to start getting results. Brazil, on the other hand, also, I guess the 1-1 draw is okay for them. They're in 4th. But really, it's been an uninspiring qualifying campaign. It'll be interesting to see what Dunga does going forward.
I think Chile is going to come out on top.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter at that point.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it would help them in the coefficients to maybe be ranked possibly before the World Cup draw.
Yeah.
Or the seeded.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, didn't you say that now the top 16 are being seeded?
No, I didn't say that. Are they?
Oh. Maybe I heard that from somewhere else. I don't know. I thought they were changing it for the next
They
World
change
Cup.
it like every World Cup. It's so stupid.
Okay.
No one knows. We didn't really know until a couple months before last time.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, so another game in CONMEBOL was Peru beating Paraguay 1-0.
Yeah, Peru, obviously they did very well in the CONCACAF, or not the CONCACAF, wow, I'm blanking on the name of it. The Copa America, that's what it is. They did well to make it to the semifinals. But they are currently in 8th place, which is not that great. But they did get a big result against Paraguay, who, up until that point, were playing pretty well. They are currently in 5th place. But Peru was able to come back and get a result against them. Obviously, the one loss that Peru had in a World Cup qualifying was against Chile. They were playing well. It was 2-2 for a while. It wasn't 2-2. Chile got off to a 1-0 lead. Then Peru tied it up at 1-1. And then Peru took the 2-1 lead, and then Chile scored 3 straight goals. It went up 4-1 or 4-2, excuse me. Obviously they were hoping they could have done better there, but overall, Peru looks like a team that might be able to qualify. It'll be interesting to see how this all pans out because, save maybe Bolivia and Venezuela, although Bolivia are playing pretty well too. I wouldn't be surprised if any of the teams qualifying or in qualifying actually do qualify for the World Cup.
All right, why don't we move over to UEFA, where we saw the first leg of the the European Championship 2016 qualifiers.
Playoff.
The playoff round, yeah. All right, so the first game that we're going to cover is Bosnia tying Ireland 1-1 at home.
Yeah, I mean, this was an interesting match to watch just because of the fog. You really couldn't see anything. Ireland opened up the scoring. Robbie Brady was able to score in the 82nd minute. And then Dzeko scored a nice tap-in. Or not really a tap-in. I guess that's being kind of modest. He was able to score a decent goal to give Bosnia a 1-1 draw and a big goal away from home. So Bosnia are really in the driver's seat and should be able to finish it off at home. Unfortunate for Ireland. I would like to see Ireland qualify because their fans are so good, and it's so much fun to see them in the stands. They were so fantastic at the 2012 Euros in Poland and Ukraine.
All right, our next game is Ukraine beating Slovenia 2-0 at home. Yarmolenko scored the first goal.
Yeah, how good is Yarmolenko? Yarmolenko he just absolutely destroyed a player, and it was able to slot it home. And then Selesnyov was able to score in the 54th minute to give it a 2-0 win. Slovenia had their chances. A couple of bad touches in the box really let them down. A couple of good saves by Ukraine's keeper, Piatov, I believe is his name, kept Ukraine in the driver's seat for this match. But I don't think Slovenia's out of it. They have some good players. They have Bursa, who's obviously a good player, Campbell from Bayer Leverkusen. So they're a team that I think aren't out of it, but Ukraine able to get the 2-0 win at home. And, I mean, they're just a good team. Konoplyanka and Yarmolenko on the wings. I mean, that's just such a luxury to have both of them on that team.
Yeah. All right, Sweden, Denmark. Sweden won 2-1. Ibrahimovic scored a penalty in the 50th minute.
Yeah, Sweden opened up the score early on, and then Zlatan was able to, Forsberg was able to score a very nice goal in the 45th minute. Ibra then doubled the lead in the 50th minute on a penalty. Kind of soft. But then Denmark, Jorgensen was able to score a big away goal in the 80th minute off a corner. A nice tap and finish after it was flicked onto him. So it's a big goal for them, and they have everything to play for too. They they should feel good about themselves going home. That being said, I think Sweden will advance. And I just really want to see Zlatan in a major competition. I mean, who doesn't? So, and it could be his last.
Yeah. Norway lost to Hungary 0-1 at home.
Yeah, that was a terrible result for them. Hungary, man, they're surprising some people. Klein Heisler, the debutant, was able to score in the 26th minute. A nice goal. I don't really know what the goalkeeper was doing. He sort of whiffed on the ball. But it was still a nice goal he created for himself. And a big, big win for Hungary going back home with a 1-0 win on the road.
All right. So do you want to do your predictions for the second leg of these games?
Yeah, I think Bosnia is going to win 2-0 at home. I think just attacking-wise with Dzeko up there and...
I think Bosnia's away in the second leg.
No, they're at home. The first leg was played in Ireland, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah, I don't think Zeneka is in Ireland. Wait.
Okay, well, we'll check.
Okay. I just checked again. Yeah, Bosnia is at home.
Bosnia is at home in the second leg. Yeah.
No, they're at home. They're at home in the first leg.
Sahil, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. But, all right.
Okay.
Regardless, it's...
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Okay, you're right. So, I still think Bosnia are going to win on the road. Wow, okay. I don't know why I thought they were at home. I guess Ireland... it was really foggy. I really couldn't tell from what I was watching. So Bosnia, I think they will win. Attacking-wise, they are just too good going forward with Dzeko. And then they obviously have Pjanic in the midfield, who is one of my favorite players. But Ireland have a shot. Obviously, getting that 1-0 result on the road. I apologize for my mistake. They have an opportunity. They have one of the best home atmospheres in the world. But I still think Bosnia on the road will get the result.
So do I.
Well, that's because you're a borderline Bosnia fan.
Well, Bosnia's...
Or Bosnia and Herzegovina. Herzegovina's important, too.
Okay. Yeah, true. That's probably my favorite national team in UEFA just because they have two Roma players.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Italy has multiple Roma players, but I don't...
Are they too good? They're not hipster enough for you?
Yeah, I guess that. I mean, I just see, I don't know. It's weird when, I see tweets from, other people in, other fans in Serie A, and then,
Yeah.
tweet, and then they just, unite. Because, in MLS, I feel because, I see, MLS tweets a lot, too. There's not really, there's more hatred, I feel between Serie A teams. But it's just weird when they unite over Azzurri or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's something that happens in England, too. Everton fans won't root for Sturridge. I mean, a lot won't. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely weird. And also, Miralem Pjanic is just one of my favorite players as well.
He's so good.
So, he's so good.
All right.
Best free kick.
What's the next match that you want me to give your prediction?
Norway away versus Hungary.
I think Hungary is going to win 3-0. Attacking-wise, they really took it to Norway. Norway did have their chances, but I just think Hungary is the superior team right now. And I think they're going to win 3-0. I think they're going to win big at home and book their place in the Euros.
Slovenia versus Ukraine at home. Or Slovenia at home.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Ukraine will end up going to the Euros on a 3-1 aggregate. I don't think Ukraine will throw everything at them, but they just have so much attacking talent on those wings. And they have a good defense, too, a good solid defense. So I think Slovenia will be able to get a goal. Maybe Birsa scores. But I think Yarmolenko and Konoplyanka are too good.
Denmark versus Sweden in Copenhagen.
I'm going to say a 1-1 draw, and Sweden goes through just because I want to see Ibra. This match, I think it really can go either way. I think this is one of the closer ones, to be honest, in the Euro qualifiers. But I just really think that Zlatan is going to work his magic and carry the team to the Euros.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I don't know if I think so, but I just want to see Sweden, just like you.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Such a legend. All right. Okay, so I guess our next team is India beating Guam 1-0.
Yeah.
Robin, this is no longer part of UEFA, in case you're wondering. I don't know anything about this game, so my brother can.
Yeah, well, India beat Guam 1-0 at home. It was a good atmosphere for the Indians. They were able to get their first win of this round of qualifying. Robin Singh with a great goal, creating it all by himself, and then just a wonderful finish into the upper 90 in the 11th minute. India, of course, lost to Guam on the road. AJ De La Garza in Guam, I might add. So, there's a couple of different elements here. AJ De La Garza, an MLS player, former Defender of the Year, and India. We're of Indian descent. So, I just want to put it in there because, the Asian Confederation is important too.
But was that the most important game in the Asian
Does that matter? Does that really matter?
No, not really, I guess. I guess we weren't the most important game. Okay, but that's completely different. I don't know why I'm on your side for that. Okay. No, we're done with India highlights.
What do you mean we're done with it? Like, forever?
I mean, unless, yeah.
I mean, it was an important match. It was a must-win match for India.
Okay, but, I mean, there's other must-win matches. We're supposed to be, like, besides the U.S. national team, we're supposed to be pretty, unbiased.
Yeah, I know.
But, we
I mean, to be honest, India's out of it. They have 3 points.
Actually.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, we're biased for good reason, because this is an amazing company. You should go to ambitiousstrike.com. You can find anything from men's t-shirts to women's tank tops. And if you want 15% off on your entire purchase, enter the code BROTHERS at checkout.
Yeah, enter the code BROTHERS at AMBITIOUS at STRYK.com. Go check them out. And why is Singapore doing better than India? Oh my God. Go check out Ambitious Strike. They're a great company. And also...
Just hit 400 followers on Twitter.
Oh, sweet.
Nice mark.
And the other thing is...
go follow them.
Yeah, definitely go follow them on Twitter. Also, go check out our Facebook page. That's new. But also... I forgot what I was going to say, so...
You want to play TBD?
Yeah, let's do it. Can we figure out a name for this game?
I mean, I haven't even, thought about it.
The name of our game is to be determined.
Yeah, I know. Well, okay. Do you want to...
Okay, wait. One thing. The thing I was forgetting is we are working on a T-shirt, a Soccer Brothers T-shirt. So, once again, we're working on it. Look forward to that, because they're going to be awesome. Okay, TBD. Whose turn is it?
I think it is my turn to give you a player, actually. Yeah. All right. Okay. So... Okay, wait. Can I ask you a question about this before I ask you the player?
Okay.
What if it's clear that the player is going to make the World Cup? I just want you to talk about them.
That's fine.
But, would you rather have a player where it's, borderline, they might not go to the World Cup?
Is anything really clear?
Okay, I mean, it's not the U.S. national
team.
Yeah,
I know. Okay. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, my player is Konoplyanka of Sevilla.
Okay, Konoplyanka, the Ukrainian winger. Okay, so, we didn't explain the game. So, as you just heard, Sahil asked me a player, and I have to answer 3 questions. What do I think of his game? Where do I rate him in the national team pool? And will he play at the 2? Or he or she. I guess it could be she. We haven't gone there yet, but probably at some point. And will he or she make the 2018 World Cup squad, assuming that their team qualifies?
Well, actually, the Women's World Cup isn't in 2018.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. 2018 or 2019 World Cup squad.
Yeah.
Okay, so Konoplyanka. I'm a big fan of Konoplyanka. He's been playing very, very well for Sevilla in Spain. He opted to not go to England. He didn't want to play there. He's a very, very pacey player on that left wing. He can either cut in onto his right or he is a naturally left-footed player. He can whip in a good cross into the box. And then he and Yarmolenko on the wings are just always dangerous. And he's really been a very, very good player for Sevilla. Also a very good player for Ukraine. I think he has been overshadowed a little bit by Yarmolenko for the Ukrainian national team. But, I mean, he's every bit as good, I'd say. They're both fantastic. So that's what I think of his game. Where do I rate him in the pool? I think he's the second best winger on the team, so behind Yarmolenko. And will he be at the 2018 World Cup? Yeah. If Ukraine qualifies, he will be there.
And he's healthy.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the show. We have an email for this podcast. It's SoccerBrothersPodcast@gmail.com. We also have a Twitter @SoccerBrosPod. My brother's Twitter is @BigTimeBrownie. My Twitter is @ASR_Sahil. We also have a Facebook page right now. Make sure to like that.
Sorry.
You can leave a review or a rating for us on iTunes, or leave a comment or follow us on SoundCloud. And follow Ambitious Strike on Twitter. I believe it's just Ambitious Strike with an underscore in between Ambitious and Strike.
Yeah. Go check them out. We'll have a link to their Twitter in the description as well this time. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back after the next U.S. national team match.
See you then.